Hello, brothers and sisters. I'm reporting after the fact where I said I wouldn't say anything, but I can't help but disclose things. So, I recently went to a real estate conference and they were talking about AI and disruptive technology. And in the midst of the disruptive technology discussion, they talked about a credit score. Now, there's been a credit score that it's not TransUnion or anything else. It's basically a trustworthiness score that's been going through the banking systems for a while. And it's similar to what Chinese people have seen in terms of a social credit score. And it's been here for a while. So if you think you're avoiding the B system, you're really not. But going through more of those technologies, it's really getting people to think about what makes people human, what makes people computers, right? So we can do data-driven things. I can interpret information, grab it, go, whatever. It's information. But the problem is that you forget human compassion. You forget what it's like to deal with your neighbor, enjoy the food in front of your table, everything that makes us us. And I was at the Animal Kingdom in Orlando, Florida, the Animal Kingdom Lodge, and 90% or so were either on their computers or their phones or anything else. They weren't paying attention to the animals that were within the Animal Kingdom Lodge. They were just focused on whatever data they were focused on. And this communication is what we're at right now. And we have two choices. Do we follow data, or do we follow being human? And unfortunately, I don't think we're going the human route at all. The one statistic that was brought up is that 90% of the next generation doesn't care to talk via phone, but rather via email. They'd rather have information or data rather than understanding the person who's on the other side of the phone. And I don't think there's any way to change that. I think that's kind of where it's gone. So, going back into everything, because it's always a big circle, the big data systems have been here since 1999. And this was disclosed to me this week. I had never really realized it went back that far, but the data trails since 1999 have been tracked since we've been here. So everything you've done on the internet, your browser history, everything else, guess what? It's gonna follow you. That's if you're not going this direction. But going past that, the thing that I would urge people to do is just start noticing your environment, noticing the people around you. It's getting harder and harder to realize what truth is. The real truth is that Christ came and saved us so that we can be reconciled, and the original fall would be reconciled with the truth. But anyone who's a liar is one who denies Christ. Now, if you deny Christ, then you gotta find your own salvation, and unfortunately, there is no other. But, needless to say, the system's been fun. I've enjoyed everything that I've dealt with in the past few years. But people just hate each other for stupid things, whether it's identity, gender, bias. It doesn't matter. Everybody wants to fight over different things, and it's come to the point where you can't even have human interaction without being a Me Too movement, or a blue wave, or a red wave, or something else. In essence, I wish God blesses you, and I hope you find the truth before it's too late, because I think we're here.